People had been noticing that the CIA is doing something rather strange on their social media accounts, and the timing is also rather suspicious. They started doing this on October 2nd, and for most of us, we know that something big is around the corner with this October surprise. Also, because of the timing, does this have anything to do with Iran striking Israel with missiles? But the thing is, Iran has already done so previously this year. We did not see the CIA making these suspicious moves back then, so why now? But anyway, I actually found this off of Reddit. People are saying that the Central Intelligence Agency's official YouTube page, and yes, they have an official YouTube page, I did not know this, but on their official YouTube page, they have been uploading some rather bizarre videos. So far, they have 3 different videos in 3 different languages, like this one right here. I'm not going to go ahead and play the video, but let's go ahead and try to translate the description of this video. Now, I do believe that this language is Chinese, so let's go ahead and try to translate Chinese to English. And it says, Security Contact CIA, United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA instructions in multiple languages on how to contact the CIA safely. Our global mission requires everyone to securely contact the CIA from anywhere. Please be wary of any accounts claiming to represent the CIA. Check and compare the CIA's official website and account list, and be careful to check for fake accounts that use similar opinion to pretend to be CIA's official website. So it looks like, going based off the other videos as well and the language descriptions, it seems like the CIA wants people in other countries to safely contact them. But why? What would be the purpose behind this? So going to the CIA's Twitter page, because yes, they also have an official Twitter page, they say, today CIA posted instructions in multiple languages on how to securely contact the CIA. The security of those willing to reach out to us around the world is of paramount importance to us, and we want them to do so as safely as possible. So let's go ahead and see what's going on at their website. The website says, today CIA posted instructions in Mandarin, Korean, and Farsi in a text-only video and infographics on how to securely contact the CIA via our public and dark web websites. This is a timely expansion of our efforts to share information about how to reach the CIA as securely as possible. This article goes on to say, authoritarian countries across the world are restricting people's access to information as well as their freedom of movement and communication. Oh, that is rich. That is very rich, because we currently have people in North Carolina being threatened with arrest for helping others in North Carolina. But anyway, as a result, individuals in these places often can't access Western social media. It can be very difficult to speak out, and telling the truth often carries serious consequences. Again, very rich. CIA is therefore posting these instructions to Telegram, as well as to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. People are trying to reach out to us from around the world, and we are offering them instructions for how to do that safely. The security of those willing to reach out to us around the world is of paramount importance to us, and we want them to do so as safely as possible. Our efforts on this front have been successful in Russia, and we want to make sure individuals in other authoritarian regimes know that we're open for business. This effort represents just one way in which CIA is adapting to a new global environment of increased state repression and global surveillance. Technology is changing our world, and authoritarian countries are working to harness it to control their people. But CIA has over 75 years of experience in overcoming the odds to pursue our mission, and we are continuing to do so today. So here's what I find strange about this, because it sounds like the CIA is looking for informants in other countries. They even mentioned how their operation was successful in Russia, yet they did not announce anything like this when they were trying to find informants in Russia. Yet, out of nowhere, the CIA decides to be less covert about an informant operation. And again, we have to ask ourselves, why? Why would the CIA just randomly advertise openly like this? Are they not scared of double agents? So nothing about this makes any sense whatsoever. There has to be more to this. There has to be another motivation to this. looking this up in the news. I'm reading this from the BBC. Again, this is based off the success that the CIA had when it came to Ukraine and Russia. But again, when it came to Ukraine and Russia, the CIA was moving in silence. They were very covert. So why are they out in the open like this? Reading from this BBC article, which was published yesterday, that is titled, CIA Seeks Informants in North Korea, Iran, and China, the article continues to say, I can't remember any sort of recruitment effort like this using YouTube or social media in this way, at least in Korean, said Mason Ritchie, Associate Professor of International Politics at Hankook University of Foreign Studies in Seoul. Mason Ritchie continues to say, it seems like they are basing this off the success they had in Russia, but I would question how effective this will be, considering most North Koreans don't have access to the internet, and that is true. So who indeed are they trying to recruit in North Korea as an informant? Because most likely all they're going to get is a double agent. This article ends with Professor Ritchie questioning the value of any intelligence that the campaign might be able to gather. He says, I suppose you have to assume the CIA knows what it's doing, but you do have to wonder how many of these discontented people are close enough to power and close enough to the places where important decisions are made, he said. It does, at the very least, throw some sand into the gears of these counterintelligence operations. What I also find bizarre is that, do they not think that something like this would go back to North Korea, China, Russia, and so forth, and they would actually tighten the restrictions on internet access and use? Now that they know, and it's out in the open, that the CIA is actively looking for informants in their countries. So this makes no sense to me whatsoever. If they found success in Russia being discreet, you would think they would be discreet once again. You even had CIA Deputy Director David Cohen telling Bloomberg, there are plenty of people who have access to information and who are disaffected from the Xi regime in China. You've got people inside who, for lots of different motivations, fundamentally do not like the direction that Xi is taking the country and understand that there's a path to helping their own country by working with us. But again, why? Why is this out in the open? This being out in the open just made it that much harder for people in these countries to share information, because now these regimes are going to be on top of these people like white on rice. This is by far some of the strangest news I've heard today, because I am sure later on today or even tomorrow, we're going to hear something stranger than this. And this is perhaps even stranger than that article I read yesterday, where it said that Israel was using demons and jinns to attack other countries, and that was published directly from Israel. Maybe this is not supposed to make sense to me. Maybe the CIA knows what they're doing. Who really knows? But again, this is just some very strange news, some very strange times. Maybe you can figure out what's going on here in the comment section below. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help this channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.